Hey guys, and here we are back with another Android TV box review, and on this particular case the PROBOX EX2 Plus. Now last year we saw, and I'll post a link right over here just in case you want to check that out, but we saw the PROBOX EX2 which we had a great experience and with no surprises, and just as a spoiler alert right now, we had also with this new generation a great experience as well. Now not much has changed, just in terms of hardware a little improvement here and there, and of course instead of KitKat version that we had on the last generation, now we have Android Loliipop. But that being said, let's go straight for the video. Hope that you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in a few seconds. And here we are with the PROBOX EX2 Plus that features the well-known CPU Amlogic S812, 2GB of DDR3 Ram and 16GB of eMMC flash storage with Android Loliipop 5.1. And regarding our usual and quick unboxing experience, once we open the package we will find the PROBOX on the top, one external antenna with an SMA connection, power adapter, RCA, OTG and HDMI cable, infrared remote control and optionally a wireless remote. And once we turn this machine on, this is the default launcher installed on the PROBOX, which is very simple and easy to use, but as always I prefer to install the KitKat launcher, as you guys can see on screen. And before I forget, one important feature is that the PROBOX now has online updates, which is just great, although I could not test it out at this moment as I'm running the latest version of the firmware. And on the exterior, nothing has changed from the last generation, but for those that have missed that video, here's a quick look. So at the front, a glossy plastic, on the left hand side that external antenna, on the right hand side two USB 2.0 ports and one microSD card slot along with an OTG connection. At the back, a power input jack, AV output, gigabit Ethernet connection, HDMI and optical output. On the bottom, a rubberized surface, and finally at the top that PROBOX logo along with a very well located power button and the power light. And the remote control included, it's an infrared remote control and works fine for the basic usage, and I would say that actually has a stronger signal than others even when not pointed directly to the box. But there's the optional wireless remote that will give us a much better experience, and actually any wireless remote will. And I did a video a while back where you can see a comparison of remotes, including this one from the PROBOX EX2 with more details, and I will leave a link right over here. And moving to the benchmarks, on disk speed test we got 27 megabytes on reads and 25 megabytes on writes, and testing the network speed using, as always, the default gigabit power line adapter with Wi-Fi AC. On Wi-Fi connection we got 75 megabits on download and 20 megabits of upload, and on the Ethernet connection we got 100 megabits of download and 20 megabits of upload, maxing out my connection. Now on Geekbench 3, 535 on single core score and 1529 on multi-core score, Antuntu with roughly 39,000, 3D Mark score iStorm Extreme with 5920, and finally on Epic Citadel 48.7 frames per second of average score. And moving to the gaming department, the PROBOX with the S812, as expected, had no problems at all. I did play with two of my favorite games, Respawnables and Asphalt 8 Airborn, and the performance was just great, having no issues. And for the video playback test using Kodi, which by the way PROBOX comes with the version 15.2, but I also tested with the latest version 16 available at the time of the recording, and the results were the same. It was capable of playing, besides my Blu-ray, MKV 1080 movies. Also the test samples Buch Buny, Tears of Steal and Sintel up to 4K with the codecs H264 and H265 very smoothly with no issues whatsoever. And by the way, all the samples were shown under Creative Commons 3.0, and all credits due are down below on the video description. And finally, the mirroring tests, and for that, as always, using the Airpin Pro app, which is one of my favorite apps. And the PROBOX once again had no issues passing all the tests. With the iPhone, as soon as I chosen the PROBOX, it found it and I was able to mirror and also to stream videos from the phone to the box. And with the iMac, the story was just the same, being that the iMac is streaming much higher bitrate files, but that the PROBOX can handle just fine, as we can see on my usual tests using the Photos app and playing 3 different types of slideshow, as always, the magazine style, sliding panels and vintage prints. The experience was very smooth both on image and also on the audio. So in conclusion, guys, things that I did like the most were the design, which is very similar to the MX series, MX3, MX4 and MX5, and those that follow the channel know that I really like it. The online updates are now here, and finally the overall performance of the PROBOX. Now on the other hand, things that I did like the least, as you guys can imagine, after passing all these tests, there's nothing that I didn't like on the PROBOX EX2 Plus. And that is it, we have reached the end of another review, this time the PROBOX EX2 Plus. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto Jorge, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.